I think I was first exposed to Christopher Stott's work on an internet search, and I was immediately attracted to his antique objects and his very lifelike painting quality. He uses a very methodic painting application, and it derives from old master paintings, and I think that's what really attracted me to his work, is that he slows down, and as in this day and age, most people want things so immediately, and things are very instant, and I like that he allows himself to be deliberate and really slow down his painting application. And I think that causes people who look at his work to spend time with the paintings. I think his work was just really fun, and I think it was something that most people could respond to in a positive way. I think ultimately I was probably attracted to his work just because of the simplicity. I mean, he says that it is simplistic, and I mean, there's this, it's complicated and simplistic at the same time.
As an artist in the community, as well as a curator here at the museum, I think that in walking into Christopher Stott's work and wanting a specific response from a viewer is like pushing a rope. Everybody's going to experience those paintings in a different way and respond to various aspects of it, emotionally as well as visually. And what I think is the most important part of that exhibit for our community is presenting a thought process, presenting something that is so simple but still evokes question. Why the book? Why is he painting these objects? How in the world is he doing this? What is the space in which these objects exist? And so beyond just the beauty of the work itself, I believe that raising question is the largest challenge for the viewer, and creating something that raises question instead of answering questions is the main objective for an artist.
Paul Strand is a prominent photographer who's working in the early 1900s, and I believe to help revolutionize photography as an art form, where it was no longer, editorial or documentary. That here is a photographer who helped to modernize photography into the 20th century and make it a true art form. And to bring a name like that to Bakersfield, I think is huge for our community. And this content, the Mexican portfolio, I think was very relevant to our community and to the time that it's showing.
My introduction to Paul Strand's portfolio was really just another Christmas present, another opening a package and seeing a beautiful object inside that was well crafted and well thought. So that was my introduction to his work and to the process that he uses. The film Redis, which is playing in conjunction with the exhibit, is a documentation of the community from which those photographs came. It incorporates actors who are actually residents of the communities to which Paul visited and researched. And so it's a very real perspective on the places where he was, where he traveled. I think it's important to provide another experience of what the actual interaction with those people was like. Beyond just the still image of the photograph, multimedia forms of art such as film, interactive screens are something that in this day and age many people respond to more easily than the quietness and stillness of an object, of an art object. So I think that for a lot of people in our community, it provides an entry point for the work and a further understanding of what the work is about, of the experience of the artist in this case, and further insight as to the process and the time that it took to create this body of work.